We are talking to the one and only Derek Jones, known to the world as DJ D Nice.
Yes.
You've done everything. You've seen it all. You've done it all. Just when you thought that you had done that, you go and bring up Club Quarantine. Homeschool. You have over 100,000 people in the room with you. Was that crazy for you to witness?
Yeah, considering that I started this in my kitchen, actually where I'm sitting, I'm like literally in the kitchen, like / living room, and it was only 200 people in my IG Live, and now it's like 150,000. Yes, it's kind of crazy, and it's fun. It's actually fun to experience, knowing that we're doing it and we're all so connected and enjoying music.
You know, the highest amount, the biggest amount of viewers you've had so far just doing homeschool with Club Quarantine. And then also on the flip side, as a performer in real life with the people in front of you, how many have you had?
So in real life, I'll start with that first. I played like the Superdome. So there, you know, at that point, it was probably like 50,000 people there. In terms of like my story, 165,000 was max. But I have a feeling that today we're gonna break that record. Today is pretty cool. I'm excited about it.
And I know that a lot of people are talking to you. We're gonna get into things that you're doing with this amazing woman, Michelle Obama, and just
yes.
But knowing that you've already played at the White House, you've been around her, you've met her, you've seen her, the reaction that you had when she got into the room with everyone. Why was it so different for you?
Because I was I put out the call and I was hoping that she would be able to jump into the chat just to inspire people. I wanted people to, there were like a group of people that kept asking like, wow, he had this person, that person. The only person that's missing is like Michelle Obama. So I wanted that to kind of be a surprise, but I never asked for favors like that. So it was more like, if she can, cool. So no expectation. And then I was looking at my iPad while I was DJing, and then I received the message that she's coming in. And I just got nervous. I kind of freaked out because I knew what it meant for people. Right. And I couldn't, because I was reading that and I was freaking out, and the song that I was playing was ending. I couldn't even type fast enough. I was like, wait, where am I going with this? I want to play something for her, and then it hit me. Wait, she loves Beyonce. Like, now I got it. And I was like, wow, now I'm nervous. I don't know why, but and in that moment, I actually forgot that people were watching, because that's the reaction that I would have had anyway, like just being in the DJ booth. And that's how I was feeling. I was just like, yo, why am I nervous? Like, I was really talking to myself, like, why am I feeling this way? I'm DJ for already, like, but but it was fun though. I mean, no matter what, they're still the first family, and when you're around them, you can't help but to, be in awe of what they've done for all of us and their grace, and it's just a beautiful family, and so to be able to play music and she's there listening, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely great. It was awesome to witness. I was in that room as well. And I think you really, for the time that you're in there doing what you're doing and giving that love of music, because I feel music is universal. You need it.
Yes.
Everyone needs it. And no matter what language you speak, music is from the heart. So I want to thank you personally for what you're doing, because for those hours that you're on there, people seem to forget what we're really going through.
And that was the point. The point was, it wasn't about the masses. I won't lie and say I did this for the world. I did it for a small group of people that I personally was feeling lonely. I'm home alone, and I refuse to go outside. I'm trying to make sure that we don't spread this thing, and also, I don't want to catch anything and give it to my family. So I'm home alone, and I was feeling lonely. So I figured my feeling wasn't unique, that there were other people that I knew that felt that way. So you know what? I'm just going to start a little IG Live and just converse with my friends that were in there. And if you were in there early, I wasn't even using turntables or anything. I was just playing music on the computer and just sharing stories. And my friends that were in there, they were pretending to actually be in a club. So like, hey man, yo, you got the bottle's on you. Oh, who let you inside of the VIP? Oh, we this person, Will Packer is standing outside, and it was just like this make-believe world. And then all of a sudden it took on a life of its own, and it ended up becoming something beautiful. So after day 3, that type of conversation didn't matter to me, because I started to see what it was. Like, I started to see and read the comments about where people were mentioning that, wow, they actually feel better. And that's when I connected the turntable. And that's when I was like, you know what? This is different. I'm gonna DJ. I'm gonna actually play. And that's when I named it the party. I called it the social distancing dance event or dance party. And I wanted people to feel good. And it just took off. And, that Saturday night was just beautiful when Michelle popped in, and then Oprah, and Ellen DeGeneres, and like all these people, and then Rihanna. And it was just like, wow. Like, to know that I'm actually in my kitchen,
right,
just playing music, and that it actually resonated with a lot of people, and that they felt better during this climate. It was just beautiful. And now I do understand. I mean, I've always known the power of music, and also the power of being artists like we are, in terms of like, being positive, in that social environment. I had no idea it could happen from a distance like this, but to know that energy can translate through a screen. Some of those people were in there for hours, holding their phones, because they were reading the comments and leaving comments for hours. And it was just beautiful. It's beautiful to see, and great to be a part of.
Do you see that being kind of a new normal after we see this pass and everyone gets, we get the help that we need from this, the coronavirus and COVID-19, everything that's happening? Do you see that could be some avenue for DJs and artists now?
I really believe so. I think that I know it's going to be that way for me. I'm physically tired of traveling all of the time.
Yeah.
Like being on planes. I did 400,000 miles last year, but I love what I do. To have the ability to play for the world from your own DJ setup, I think that this could be the new normal. I think it could be, become like a subscription model or whatever it is. Like right now, it's great to give it away for free, because this is what it was done for. But if one day this is going to be a business for someone, like I don't have to leave. Or just imagine like not having to leave your home, and you can just party with your friends. There's no drunk driving, like none of that. Like you're partying at home, and it was so beautiful to see so many people. I think the one that stood out to me, there were two videos, two Insta stories that tagged me that stood out. One was America Ferrera. She was dancing with her phone, like just listening to music and dancing with her phone. And another video was just like this family listening to music, and it was the wife's Instagram, and she was just saying like, thank God I can introduce this type of music to my kids. And it was just beautiful to see. And it was as a DJ, most times when you're in front of a crowd, you're catering to them. Most times we're not really playing for ourselves, unless you're an EDM DJ and you're playing your own music. That's different. But as a DJ, or if you're in Vegas, or if you're at a private event, you're playing for that audience in front of you. So you're trying to give them the hits and whatever will make them feel good. It was great to play the music that I love, and for 165,000 people to still be in there listening to it. And I played from my heart. I don't have any requests. No one here, hey, you should play that. It was literally just me playing the music that I felt that would move your soul, like that would touch you. And it was beautiful, and I'm just excited and happy that I was able to do that. Hopefully that will change some of the music that's being played in the clubs, that you don't have to just play what's out. You don't have to stick to one genre.
Yeah, you could just go and do, like you said, from your heart.
From your heart,
Something from your heart, again, Michelle Obama, like you said, that is still our first lady. We love her.
Always.
Her energy, and the fact that she was in that room with you. She's been in that room. You were doing something special with her. So can you break that down for us?
So we're doing something today at 6:30 p.m. and it's really to inspire all of the volunteers and to drive traffic to a website to get people to register to vote. It's nonpartisan. It's just about getting people to make sure that their voices are heard, no matter who you want to vote for. That's all it's about. And, you know, when she was in the chat and she saw the engagement, I don't think people realize that. I mean, even Instagram, I don't think that they were prepared for something like that, because it really wasn't set up for this purpose. And the fact that we found a way to use it and to, you know, I mean, we're able to just galvanize these people to do something positive. She felt that it was important to, Michelle and her team rather, felt that it was important to try and do something with the people that are there, and also to celebrate with everyone. We're going to do it there. The chat will go on for a while, but we're only going to party for 1 hour. And, you know, hopefully, you know, people will get in there and they will enjoy it. And, you know, I'm honored that they would consider me for it, and that they're sending people into my world. And that's actually another thing. Part of the excitement for me that Saturday night was, I'm so used to being the DJ that's always going into someone else's world. So if I play for the Seinfeld, or if I play for Dave Chappelle, it's always their event. Playing for the Obamas, it's their thing. The part that was so inspiring to me was that this was my world. This was something that this was my IG live. This was my thing. So you're coming into my space, seeing like Rihanna, and even though I've DJed for her and I know her, but seeing them come to me and stay there because they were having a great time, like virtually having a great time, it was just so inspiring and just a powerful feeling. And I'm truly humbled by it.
It shows the love is reciprocated. So that's, like you said, it really did prove that you've done something so amazing for certain people and different artists and different personalities. The fact that they can just come voluntarily and see you, spend their time listening to music. So yes, you did that for everybody. And then also, I have to tell you, I was calling Quest, trying to talk to Quest, because I know you sent everybody the second night to the after party. Was it the second?
Yes.
Yes.
It was Sunday, so it was Sunday night. I sent everyone to Quest.
So not only did you have people pretending they were in the club, it was a virtual club. People were saying tip the DJ. Then you said we're taking the after party to Quest. Then he went and did his whole entire set for hours on hours. The fact that happened too, it's just so good. Isn't it a good feeling? And then you could.
It is a good feeling, and that was all Quest. That was his idea. Amir said, "Hey D, can you present the after party?" And I was like, "The after party?" It was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Look, you have club quarantine. Can you present the after party?" And in people's minds, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna leave this club and we're going over to Questlove's club." It was just like the fact that we can do that and we can smile, and in those moments we can kind of forget about what's going on. Come on, there's nothing better than that in this climate, you know?
Absolutely. A lot of people, and you got the hat on right now, want to know, are there different moods for different hats? And you have a huge collection.
I do.
That are laid out while you're playing. Is it different? Is it a mood for each one?
The only mood that I have is when I put on like my Yankee fitted, and you know I'm playing like straight Jay-Z. That's usually when it's that vibe, I throw it on. But no, it really just started here because I figured, like, look, you can't see anything else in my place. I don't see you. So the one thing that's going to make me feel cool is I like to wear my hat. So you know what? One day I went, and this is the truth, I had to use the restroom, and I took my hat off, washed my hands, came back, and then I picked up the wrong hat and I put it on. And then I started reading the comments, and they were like, "Oh, hat change. All right, hat change." And I was like, "Oh, this is probably going to be a thing." So like every 30 minutes I would change my hat and come back feeling good, little sweat, really just to make people smile. That's all.
Yeah. You have your family, you have your kids. Are they so happy for what you're doing? Were they involved at all? I know you said you're there by yourself, but were they watching? Are they so excited calling dad like, "Yo, did you see who's in the room?"
So my youngest she's too young to really understand what's going on. But my oldest is actually the one that's been helping me. So my oldest has been involved. She is the one that all of the 9 hours, or if I'm in there for 4 hours or 1 hour, she's the one that's texted me to my iPad to let me know who's in the room because I'm DJing. And so I would read her messages and then I would give the shout outs. Like, you know, but if I was shouting out like just the, you know, common folk that's in there, which I like to have the balance because I want everybody to feel like you're in VIP. That's cool. I'll just look at the screen and I'll just pick a name. But in terms of like talent, my daughter would always say, all right, Dad, Common's in here. Oh, Dad, oh my gosh, Dad, Elizabeth Warren just stepped in. So she would like text that to me, and then I would just give the shout outs.
That's so cool. So you have like, it's like a sous chef. You're the chef and she's really helping you, but she's really the one behind the scenes getting it for Dad.
Yeah, she's doing it. She's doing
everything. Besides the names that you've mentioned, and I know you've talked to, you know, a lot of people already about the people that have been in there, the celebrities, the people who just want to have a good time. Was there one person, again, beyond who you mentioned, that you were so surprised to see in there watching?
Oprah.
Yeah.
The fact that Oprah was in there, and I'll say this, I really thought that people had their handlers, like their social media managers, like join in. And it wasn't until like I spoke to Oprah and she told me the experience. She was like, because when you played this and I started saying hi to Quincy and you played that and you went in there and then we were like, she was like describing this feeling of like, and then I was reading like the people and everyone's like 75,000. She was like, because when I signed in, it was only 40,000 people in there. And she was like, the excitement of reaching 100,000 people was so great that she ended up pouring herself a shot. And she took a shot, you know, like, so that was just like, come on, man, this is Oprah. Like, so that was the one person, you know, that was like, you know, the fact that she knew about it. I think she said Gail. I'm friends with Gail, but I didn't know Oprah like that. So I think Gail told her to go and check it out, but I was shocked to see her name.
No, I mean, I think we'll all be shocked to see anyone Oprah pop up anywhere. And she took a shot. I love that Oprah's over here drinking and just having the time of her life.
No, it's awesome, man.
Are you drinking tea? What are you drinking when you're up there? Or what are you having?
Me, I'm having wine.
Okay.
I'm having wine. I mean, I'm partying. Hey, listen, I'm partying with you. What did you have? Did you drink?
Yes, beer, wine. I'm crazy. I have sake in the house. Whatever there was in there, I was drinking and it was fine.
Oh, nice. Are you in LA or where are you based?
Los Angeles, West.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, we were staying up, we were watching. We were wanting to talk to you sooner rather than later, but I love that we get to sit with you right now because I've not had the chance to meet you or talk to you. So I appreciate it. I know that you said you weren't taking requests and you were doing it from your heart, but is there a chance that did Oprah request anything? Did anyone request songs? And did you grant a request?
No, people don't ask for anything. I mean, sometimes people are like, oh yeah, can you play whatever? And if it kind of falls in line with the you know, the vibe that I'm setting, I would consider it. But for the most part, when talent would step in, I would kind of like play their record, but like the way I would normally, like when Lionel Richie, that was another one that was like, Lionel Richie is in here.
What?
I didn't play like All Night Long, which would be the typical party record that you would hear from him. I played You Are, you know, because that's a song that means something to me. You know, like, so to be able to play that it was just great, you know, like to play that while Lionel Richie was watching. And another funny story was the Black Godfather, Clarence Avant. He didn't understand. His son called me. He was like, "My dad doesn't understand why I'm so excited that Dad, he's rocking for 100,000 people right now." He's like, "Where?" He was like, "In Instagram." He's like, "How do you even do that? Like, that doesn't even make sense."
Right.
So the next day, he told me to shout his dad out because his dad was like listening to it, and I shouted his dad out, and then I started with like one of the records. You know, his dad is a big, you know, music man, and I started with like Sherelle and Alexander O'Neal, which was one of the records that his dad put out back in the day, and gave him a shout out. And then he texted me like, "Yo, my dad said thank you." Like, so the fact that, look, we're doing all of this remotely, and we are all, you know, going through a rough time with this, but we're still smiling while listening to music. It's great. It's great.
Absolutely. Do you have, I know, like you said already, 165,000 plus that what you've seen in your room already, but what would you like to see the numbers be? Because again, we are going through a lot of things. People need this, and this is another positive way to get us out there to vote, to make sure everybody's involved. So what would you like to see number-wise?
200,000 would be great. Yeah, I'm not trying, I mean, if we reach 500,000, yeah, that would be like incredible. But I feel like if we did 200,000 people, and also it's not even just about the people, if we were able to just get more people to register to vote, I would be content with that. So Yeah, that would be the beautiful thing to see happen.
The next party that you're doing, the next thing that you have virtually like this, who's the one artist or the one person that has not been in the room? It doesn't seem like there is one, but is there one person you would love to see pop up?
I would love to see Beyonce's name pop up. Even though I know she's probably watching anyway, under probably some alias account, because you can't have Kelly Rowland and Miss Tina in there. Miss Tina was in there, and LaToya, and Beyonce not know about it. So if Beyonce's certified name popped up in there, or verified name popped up, that would be awesome to see.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. You're awesome.
And it's been great. I'm going to end the record right now, but I just want to say thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. And I know that this has been so amazing for everybody that's watching, and you're helping us all out during this time.
It's great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Derek, thank you, sir.